Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a terrific day. Y'all, let's make another fun, easy, and inexpensive Christmas gift. Stay tuned. And as most of you know, the goal of this series has been to make awesome Christmas gifts for under $5. And we want to make sure that when we give these gifts, they don't look inexpensive. And that's exactly what we have today. We have this awesome bag of bath salts. It is a very simple gift, one of the most simplest gifts that you can probably make to give, but it's all in the presentation. I love to use bath salts, so this would be a gift that I would love to get. And I have packaged it in this beautiful paper from the Paper Studio. Now, I bought this paper pad probably 1.5 to 2 years ago, but they may still have it in stock. It is called La Belle Rose. And so I used it to make this super cute bag. And what I like about this print, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has these little gold dots throughout, and they really do add to the beauty of this bag. So simple to make, and the way that it's constructed, because the bath beads that I'm using, I am still working from this one bottle that I paid $4.99 for from Tuesday morning. I have made probably 11 projects from this one bottle, and I still have over half a bottle left. So you can see how economical it is to buy something like this and then divide it out into many different project types. But the beauty of these beads, they're very large, so they don't tend to fall out, but I am going to make sure that I pay particular attention to how I glue this bag together so that I don't have any holes that this might poke through. And then I have these really sweet little wooden scoops that I found on Amazon, and I thought it would only add to the cuteness of this project. And guys, this is unbelievable. But when finished, this project, including the wooden spoon, is under $2 to make. Again, we are crafting on the cheap, but nothing we're doing looks cheap. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So to make our bag, we are going to need a piece that measures 12 by 8. And we are going to start scoring on the 12-inch side. We're going to score at 4, at 5 3/4, at 9 3/4, and at 11 1/2. Then we're going to rotate it to the 8-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 3/4 and at 6 3/4. And that is all of the scoring that we are going to do on this project. But now we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And then I'll score this end, which is the top, that will be folded in just like that. And then I will score this wider end, which is the bottom. Okay, so what we need to do is we are going to have this narrow flap here, and we need to remove this corner piece. So I will bring in my finger blade, and I am going to remove that corner piece, and then I'll cut straight across like that. And guys, I am working on the end where I scored at 1 3/4 inch. So now we're going to go to each one of our score marks and do an angle cut on both sides of the score. Doesn't have to be a deep angle cut. And then we'll come to the top and we'll cut that out as well. So we have 2 rectangles on that glue tab that we need to remove. So once we have the rectangles removed, we are going to have this piece left. So this is the bottom, and all we're going to do, and I'll turn it towards me, is we're just going to glue or tape this piece in. You can use your glue or you can use tape. And then I'll just come back and make sure that I have my scores definitely reinforced. So now that we have our bag, we can go ahead and put it together. This is the glue flap. I am going to add glue on this glue flap, but I am going to pay particular attention to the edges because this is where any seepage would occur. So I'm making sure that I have plenty of glue on that. Then I'm going to take it and I am just going to make sure that I am spreading that glue out so that we don't have any place for any of our bath salts to escape. So then when I match it up, I'm making sure that I match up my score marks, making sure that that top matches. And now I can take this and I'm going to lay it down just like that and get it nice and stuck. And now guys, I have a flat fold box, but to make sure that everything is nice and sealed, I am going to take my ruler because it's long and flat and just smooth out where that glue flap is on the inside right there. So now we can take this and we're going to fold in the sides, but this time I am going to make sure that I place glue along the edges here and glue right in here. So we're going to get everything nice and sealed. And wherever the glue flap appears, that's the back of your bag. So we're going to fold up that piece there. And then we can take our glue and do the same thing. We're going to make sure we get a good seal at the edges. And then I can take some glue here, place it down. I'm going to stand this up just to make sure I've got it nice and squared. I'm going to go on the inside with my ruler. And so then I'll make sure that I smooth out the bottom. Then I'll take my fingers and I am just going to pinch just a little bit on this bag. And now that I have my bag like this, guys, the way that I am going to keep everything closed, I took my Velcro dots and I cut them in half. So I am going to take 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and take off the other side too because it's hard to do once you have it down inside of the bag. But I am going to take 1/2 of this, and where I'm going to place it on the inside is right below where the colored paper ends. So I am just going to lay this down, take my Velcro dot, and stick it on the inside, just like that. And then I'll do the same thing with the other half that I cut. So I am going to take these 2 Velcro dots, and I have one on one side of the bag and one on the other side of the bag. So you can see how they are inside. Now I'll take the bag and I'm just going to squeeze it so that I can get those Velcro dots nice and stuck. And then I'm just going to take my ruler and go on the inside as well, just to make sure those Velcro dots are nice and stuck. And now we can take our wonderfully scented lavender beads and put as many in the bag as you want. And then we'll close it. Just like that. So now we're going to take some green twine that I have, and I am going to feed it through my spoon. And the easiest way for me was to take just a little bit of glue, place it on my fingers, and twist that until I had a point on it. That would stop my twine from fraying as I put it on the inside. So now I'm just going to tie myself a little knot. So now that I have this tied into a knot, I am going to take my hole punch, and I have it set on the 3/16 setting, and I am going to punch 2 holes on a slight diagonal. So I just need to get this in there, and then I'll be able to get my hole punched. This is thick, guys, but my hole punch can handle it. So I'm going to punch 1 hole right there, and then I'm going to come up just a little bit and punch another hole. So you can see how I have my 2 holes right there on the diagonal. So then I'm going to take my spoon, and I am going to feed one end of the spoon through the hole. Then I'll take the other end of the twine, feed it through the hole, and it'll look like this. Then I'm going to turn it around, and what I'm going to do is take this piece and feed it through the opposite hole. So I'll be feeding it through this hole here. So I just need to move that out of my way. So I'm feeding it back through the front, and I'll take this piece and I'm going to feed it through the opposite hole on the back. So now when it comes through the front, it's just like this. Now I can take this, and I'm just going to tie myself a little bow. I'll play with it just a little bit until I have it the way that I want it. And now I'm going to cut off just a little bit of that string because I really don't want it too long. And you can see that I have my little wooden spoon on the front of my bag. Now all I need to do is top it off with one of my stickers. So I'm going to stand it up, take my sweet little sticker, place it right there. And now I have, guys, a beautifully packaged gift that I can give to a friend, family, coworker, whomever. And I would be very proud to give this to anyone because I think it is stinking cute. And if you have any concerns about your beads coming out, just add another Velcro dot right at the top. Trust me, they're not coming out. So I am going to take these 2 and hold them so that you guys can see this easy peasy under $5 Christmas gift. In fact, it's under $2. So that makes it awfully economical to be able to do a whole bunch of gifts for a lot more people this year than you probably ordinarily would when we're going out and we're spending $50 to $75 on a gift. We don't have to do that to get something pretty and useful. And this is useful. We are not wasting our time or spinning our wheels making something that the recipient wouldn't enjoy. Even if they never used it, guys, the smell alone is awesome. Having this sitting out in your bathroom just for the smell is awesome. So guys, I hope that you have liked this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join. So go ahead, hit that button, and make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. Y'all, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.